networking, aka relationship building, is the #1 way to get a new job. But how are you supposed to network when you still are employed? Today, I'm going to give you my advice on this, including what every career guide I ever read never said and frustrated me. I'm going to tell you the honest truth that no one seems to want to say. So let's get into it. So if we haven't met, my name is Cassandra, and I help career changers and motivated professionals build their careers through practical tips to gain career confidence. And let's get you into that new, more fulfilling role. Before we get started, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. And if you like this topic, smash that like button so that the algorithm of YouTube knows to give this to more people, right? I guess apparently that's what it does. So let's get into networking. Now, I kind of mentioned this in the intro, but fun fact, this is the area that basically got me into becoming a career coach, because when I was looking to change jobs and reading every career guide, every book under the sun, they all said, oh, you have to get coffee with people. You have to get coffee with people. And I'm like, I have a job. I have a job with an hour commute each way. How am I getting these coffees? My boss can't know that I am looking for a different line of work. Like, what am I supposed to do? So we will get there. I am going to address that. Luckily, since those books came out, or since I was reading them, some things have changed to make networking for an employed person a lot easier. So let's start with the easy things, and then we'll dive into the how do you get coffee while you're still employed? First thing that's going to make networking while employed easier, online is your friend. Thank goodness for social media in this case. You can be on LinkedIn, DMing people on Instagram, be in Facebook groups. That is all networking. So when you're sending someone a connection request or replying to someone's comment in a Facebook group, that is networking. Use those groups to your advantage. DM people on Instagram. All of that counts as networking. Then start building your own online presence. Now, I have talked about this in a couple of other videos. I know this is easier said than done, but if you start building a presence online, you will start drawing people to you. We talk about outbound networking all the time in the job seeking realm. So outbound networking is what we hear most. Hey, reach out to someone, ask them to a Zoom call, ask them to coffee, those sorts of things. You're reaching out. But there's also inbound networking, doing things that draw others to you. So start creating content online, start posting on LinkedIn. Then people will start coming to you to have the conversation. They'll be commenting on your post, and you can start building relationships that way. With those relationships tend to come opportunities. So start creating an online presence. Okay, the next way you can be networking while employed is join an association. So whether it's the professional association for your current industry that you want to stay in, or if you want to switch industries, join the regional association for whatever you want to switch to. The beauty of these is they tend to have events, but they understand people work, so they're at night most of the time, or there's at least normally some sort of evening option. This means your boss doesn't have to know about it, or if it's within your industry, it just looks like, wow, she's really working on her professional development, right? So go start joining those association events. The nice part with those two is normally there's a topic that you're talking about. It's rarely just like a blind mixer. Normally you're going to hear a speaker on something, and then there's some networking time involved, which gives you an opportunity to have like a topic to then speak to people about, instead of just having to go in and be like, hi, I'm Cassandra. So what do you all do? It just makes it a lot easier. But join those associations. If work won't pay for it, it's worth putting in a bit of money to get you in front of those people that you want to meet and it not be questioned. Another way to be networking while employed, volunteer. Is there an association or an organization, a nonprofit that aligns with your career goals or that you could help in some way? Like, can you volunteer for galas or benefits where people will be there that you want to meet? Getting in front of people by volunteering is another great way to be networking, and it's not going to raise any red flags or questions. And again, now for those one-on-ones, the coffee meeting, things like that. Virtual is our friend. People are going to be more open to online than ever before. So ask somebody to do a virtual coffee chat. Maybe you get into work a little bit early to do it, or maybe you sneak out to your car at lunchtime and do it on your phone. You know, if all else fails, guys, you can use this as a phone, the old school way. Go to someplace not in your office, not in your cubicle for a break and take that call elsewhere to get in those coffee chats. What about those people that you really do want to meet in person? Those people that don't want to do an after hours drinks or an early morning coffee. How are you supposed to meet them, right? This is where the career guides just made me so mad, where it was like, yeah, you just got to meet people for coffee. Yeah, who can't meet at 8 a.m.? I can't. I'm commuting. Here's what no one will say. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble saying it. Call in sick. Say you have an appointment. You didn't say it was a doctor's appointment. You just said an appointment. You know, these are the things we sometimes have to do if it's somebody we really want to meet with. We get some opportunity to meet with the head of our dream department at our dream company, and you got to be willing to take that risk or sacrifice a vacation day or a sick day or whatever. You got to do it. That's how you're going to meet the people. Now, that's why we don't do this all the time. That's why we spend most of our energy on all those other things I just listed. But every now and then, yeah, I've done it. I said, oh, I have an appointment. I'm going to be in a little late this morning. Or, oh, you know what? I'm going to take a sick day tomorrow or a vacation day next week or whatever, because it was worth sacrificing that vacation day to meet with that person. Now, let's also talk about, what about my boss? So this is going to be very nuanced, very industry specific. I already know with what I'm about to say, some of you are going to come at me and be like, I could never do that in my industry. I know. Okay. But other people have cool bosses that actually like them and want them to be successful, and you can have an open conversation. So if you have that kind of boss, maybe we need to have a conversation about, hey, you know, I'm really looking to move to my next step. I just wanted to make you aware of that. And, you know, would it be okay if next week I'm in a little late because I'm going to meet somebody for coffee? It's possible you might have that boss. I know not all of us do, but you might. So be open to that. With everyone else, I understand your boss might not know, you might be scared of them finding out, etc. This is why you have to trust the people you're networking with, that they're not going to go share this information with your boss. Like, oh, hey, I just had coffee with Cassandra. Yeah, she said she was looking for a new opportunity. Like, trust the people you're networking with. And then really, really at the end of the day, if your boss finds out, you have to be okay with that. Maybe it's going to give you the chance to have an open conversation and say, well, look, I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It's just, there's really not a new place for me to grow within the company, and I want to continue in my career. And so I was trying to build connections. Or, oh, I just figure it never hurts to meet new people and know what's out there. And so I wanted to have coffee with them to learn more. Like that should be okay. But I understand we don't all have that boss. You decide which of these ways to network is going to be best for your situation right now, and then focus on that. If you're watching this video and you're like, Cassandra, I have such a toxic work environment that I don't get sick days. I don't get paid time off. I commute an hour and a half every way. There's literally no chance to meet somebody in person. That's okay. Do phone calls. Focus on the online stuff, you know, like social media, things like that. See if someone's open to meeting on a Saturday, or at least taking a 15-minute call on an off time. Try those things. But I wanted to put out there all the different ways that you should be considering networking while still employed. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to network, how to do your job search strategically, I have a webinar for you. It is 4 steps to your strategic job search. You can find out all the info on this free webinar in the description box below. I walk you through the framework I believe you need to get that next job. It's not just I believe you need, it's the framework that works to get the next job. So go check that out below. If you need more help, I have more videos for you here and here. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.